Hello, dear Cancer. Welcome to September. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for Cancer. And we are out of eclipse season, Cancer. How does that feel? Do you feel refreshed? Do you feel like you were able to let go of some things? Do you feel like some new opportunities or new doors might have opened for you? Regardless, we're out of all that retrograde heavy-duty motion. There's still plenty of planets that are in retrograde, but we have Mercury out of retrograde, and we have Mars just coming out of retrograde. So it may start feeling like things are going forward again, especially as we head back to school, back to work, back to business. Things may just feel like they're coming back into motion again, and I hope that's the case for you as we enter September here. Looks like we've got Death in Reverse coming as your first card, Cancer. Are you having trouble letting go of something? Is there something that feels stagnant or old or dying or decaying, but that maybe you really treasured that is hard to let go of? That's kind of what's depicted here in this card, is that there's this rose, and when Death comes in reverse, it's saying we want to keep that rose alive forever. It's not really realistic. That's not how life works. It's that things have life, they decline, decay, they die, and then there's new birth. And it's like this ever-breathing of life. And if life stops breathing, it stops. So when I see this card in reverse, I always use a phrase called let go or be dragged. So I'm going to ask you, Cancer, what can you let go of? You know, that's what's represented by this scythe here. What can you let go of so that you're no longer dragged? Can you welcome new, fresh energy in? That's what the seeds in this rose represent. So if you cut the rose that has died, collect those seeds, you can plant them, and new life emerges. That's the beauty and the miracle of life. It's the promise of life that, you know, after death there's life. After life there's death. Those two go hand in hand. Let's see what else is going on. Two Wands in reverse. Are you having a tough decision regarding something, especially if it has to do with receiving help or going towards a goal, a vision, a dream? This card, Two Wands, is called making fire and sending your ships out. It means having a vision of where you want to go and making decisions regarding it. Sometimes this is looked at as the Christopher Columbus card. I don't necessarily see it that way, but it's having a vision and a dream and knowing what steps to take to carry it out. So, are you having trouble letting go of something because you don't know what your next vision or your next dream is going to be? That's a question to ask right now, Cancer. And I'll be holding up these cards. I know that there's a little bit of a glare here on the table. It's the light streaming in from outside in my garden. But this is decision making. I don't know whether to go left or right. I don't know whether to go up or down. Where's my boldness? Where's my dream? Where's my the pearl? You know, the rewards of life. Where do I want to go? That might be a challenge right now. And so you might be clinging to the past a little bit, Cancer, because that's where it feels safe and familiar, and you don't know where you want to go next or what your next project, goal, dream, vision is. So that's an opportunity here. Looks like you have love coming in. This could be you, Cancer. This could be any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it could be anyone who's taking on the archetype of Knight of Cups. So this could be someone making a love offering to you, or you making a love offering to someone else. He's dressed in the armor of Hermes with the winged helmet, so it's the messenger god. So this is a message of love either coming to you or flowing from you. So love is around. Love is streaming forth. It could just be love messages back and forth. Are you sending love letters to someone? Are you receiving love? Are you giving love? That's what that card depicts. And Knight of Swords says, you know, think about coming from a place of love instead of maybe words or harshness. This is Knight of Swords in reverse. This could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and they may not be showing up as their normal selves. When this happens, sometimes there's a dialogue that goes in circles. You can see it here. This person says, this is what I think, and this person says, this is how I feel, this is how I think, this is how I feel. And they're not really they're either in perfect unison or they're not really hearing each other. They're going in circles. So are you in perfect complementary energy with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius? Or are you guys going in circles? Are you in a feeling state and they're in a thinking state? Sometimes this can be harsh words, by the way, argumentativeness in the reverse, or it just means like saying things without considering how they affect someone else's feelings, and therefore this person has to put on armor in order to approach this person with love. So there could be some kind of dynamic like that going on. Or right now you're more heart over head. You know, you're feeling like I'm coming from my heart instead of my head right now. Strength is in the reverse. So there might be something that you're feeling a little impatient about or fearful of or just shaky. You're not feeling at the height of your confidence necessarily here, Cancer. And it could have to do with the fact that you're not letting go of something from the past. Your real strength is being here in the moment and being present. So see if you can let that go and see if your strength, your courage, recovers from that. It might also relate to not having the courage to let this old thing go. We have Queen of Cups in reverse. This could also be a water sign. Cancer, Leo, I'm thinking in order. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be you not feeling, I'm seeing these might be tied together, Cancer, is that you might not be feeling confident, patient, courageous, and it's making you emotionally upset or upside down, or just, again, shaky, not feeling like you can rely on your intuition. Or this could just be another water sign that you're having a hard time connecting with. But I'm really actually seeing that this is you, Cancer, and I'm seeing that any emotional instability or disconnection from your own strength really has to go back to this, the not letting go of something that is in the past, is an old story, maybe even something you treasured, but that needs to be released in order for you to take the next steps. Decision making, your emotional stability, your strength, your courageousness, your regality, your vitality. This is your heart. Bring you back to balance and order. The Moon. This is a Pisces card, but I also see you here, Cancer, as the crab coming up from, or lobster, coming up from this emotional depths. You may be in a place where you're trying to evaluate what's true and what's false. What's permanent versus what is ephemeral, what's changing, what is stable versus what is unstable, what is clear versus what's confusing. Sometimes the moon represents secrets, things that you need to let out or things that you find out. But right now it's a period of evaluation and seeing what is true for me and consistent versus what are flights of fancy, what's fantasy. Fantasy versus reality is a real card that comes up here, and it might be that certain things are true about how you feel, and certain things that you're finding out are not true are causing you to feel emotionally upset. But you're the moon, you're ruled by the moon, Cancer, so you're usually in comfortable territory when you're considering your feelings. And this might be done at night before you go to bed, or writing down your dreams. That can provide you with a lot of information that's going to be helpful in making you feel emotionally stable and strong and courageous again, Cancer, especially if it's related to harsh words from anyone. Three of Coins. This is maybe group projects aren't featured right now, or this sometimes feels like not working together, not wanting to work on a group project, not feeling your creative juices flowing. In the upright, Three of Coins is like, collaborative projects, working together, creativity, financial creativity, multiple streams of income. Maybe you're feeling like a little overwhelmed with multiple ways that you bring in money and you just want to focus on one thing. Or maybe you want to work on something by yourself for a while. It could be that your creative spark is just not available right now, or that you don't feel like working in groups. So this is somehow not working together. It could also apply to anything between you and this other person, if that's part of the storyline that applies to you. Off balance, yeah, these all go together, Cancer. This Two of Coins means feeling rigid, feeling inflexible, not knowing which way to go, again, left or right. It might have to do with this decision. These are both 2 cards in reverse, so do I go left, do I go right, what decision, which way do I go? And again, I think this is all in line with this not letting go of this thing that needs to, it's like letting time pass and then letting the present in. If we're stuck in the past, we can't be present, and that makes us unable to adapt or be flexible to changing circumstances. And this in the upright is all about flexibility, adapting to changing circumstances, having a sense of humor, rolling with the punches, like, you know, having a lighthearted attitude and laughing at things instead of so serious and so polarized, going to extremes. You can find some middle ground, and it'll ground you, and you'll be stabilized. But it really has to do with letting go. What else is coming up for Cancer? We've got a fire sign here potentially. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone who might be vying for authority or feels like pompous or arrogant. Somebody who wants to rule the show, and you're not necessarily seeing eye to eye with them, or that could also be that you're just not seeing the big picture on something. What else is going on? Empress. I love this for you. I actually love these 3 cards for you. I'm going to put them like this. Cancer. Look, the love offer, evaluating how you feel, and feeling satisfied and abundant. This is where it's at for you. September is a real month for you to get clear on your feelings about things. And you guys are usually really in tune with your feelings. You're a water sign. You're ruled by the moon. And here's the moon again under her foot. So if there was stuff that came up last month at the end of August during that Pisces full moon, during this new moon in Virgo, you may be feeling really satisfied, really abundant, really feeling in a place of growth by the end of the month. So allow that in. Allow this love vibe to flow. There's some difficult stuff maybe that you're dealing with, but you can kind of just look at it from a completely different perspective and be on this channel instead of dealing with, you know, old stories from the past that limit your decision making, that make you feel like you're going in circles with someone, or, you know, coming from different points of view. It's causing you to feel like you don't want to work collaboratively, or emotionally unbalanced, or losing your courage. You know, you can just stay on this line. I've got love to give and receive. I'm stable with, I know what I feel, what's real and what's not real, what I want to experience and versus what I don't want to experience. And guess what? I'm just going to sit here and let life roll into my lap and enjoy it and watch everything bloom and grow around me. So there's really some choices here in September, Cancer, about where your emotional focus is going to be, where your mental focus is going to be as well, and how able you are to let go of things that are in the past. And then you get new enthusiasm at the end of the month. Page of Wands. Oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm refreshed. This is full of optimism. It's full of motivation, eagerness, you know, being ready for something, being ready to learn a new thing. It's like a new student. I always think of a teenager on a skateboard, full of energy, like just ready for fun. So that's where you end up at the end of the month. So even if the first part of September feels like a tangle for you, or you're trying to re-establish your emotional balance, if there's ways that you kind of need to go within or look at what's real and what's not real for you, you can find your balance here. And it really does have to do with letting go. I know I'm repeating myself endlessly here, but letting go of things from the past, let go or be dragged. Then you can make decisions, feel balanced, and maybe gain your courage back and feel like Empress, Cancer. So these are both available to you as you sort of surrender and let go. This is not a forcing card. This is a surrendering, letting go, having courage card. She tames the beast through courage and patience and fortitude and gentleness rather than force and domination. So look at how these two are similar. You know, wearing robes, being in a relaxed vibe, trusting themselves. That's available to you, Cancer. And I hope that you achieve that this month. It's definitely, You can definitely be in a loving, emotionally receptive place. Let me see what else is coming up for Cancer. Please give me one card from the Vision Quest deck for Cancer for September. What card comes out for Cancer? Lovers. Yep, like what I just say, it's a love vibe is surrounding you. This could be totally what September is about for you. If you can let go of old stories and just stay on the channel that you want to be on. That's a beautiful card for you for September, Cancer. It could be complementary energy versus antagonistic energy or friction. Okay, now romance cards. What's a card for Cancer for September? You deserve love. You sure do. You are lovable, Cancer. Keep that in mind as Lover's energy shows up for you. It's sort of like Cupid's, look at this, Cupid's bow and arrow are showing up to shoot both of these lovers' hearts together. What more needs to be said? Love is surrounding you this month, so just let it in. Be Empress and be satisfied and receiving of love as well as giving of it. Beautiful stuff here for you, Cancer. I hope you experience a lot of love this month. And if you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, I'll have a link up here in the top right corner. As always, if you like this video, please feel free to give it a like or share it with another Cancer who you think might enjoy it. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Yours in the stars.